Hello there, it's Laura from Cooperlicious here. Okay, so today I'm going to make a little dragonfly. I'm going to make it with the fantasy film dip and some beads. So I've got some beads here. These are just red acrylic beads, and then these are just these are plastic. They're metal effect, and I didn't want metal ones because I didn't want it to be heavy. And then I've got two little end caps, one there that they're used for the drawing making, and then I've got one here that I've already threaded on a piece of wire. And the reason I'm doing it on wire, obviously we want the body to be rigid so that we can attach the wings to. Okay, so first off we need wings. So I've already made some wings. I'm just going to show you how I did them. So very basic oval shape there. Some ruby red fantasy film. Now I was going to do it in blue, because I always think of blues and greens when I think of dragonflies, but I didn't have any acrylic beads in the right size in the blue. So we're just going to dip down into the red so we get a nice coverage. If it pops, just redip, it's fine as long as it's still wet on there. If it pops while it's drying, then I'm afraid you're going to have to make a new one. Okay, give it a second, and then you need to poke it in your polystyrene to dry. Now, I dipped my wings, once they're dried for about 5-10 minutes, then I dipped them into some strengthener, and then from then I sprinkled some glitter. You can use any colour, I just used a different colour so that it sparkled a little bit reflective of the light. Okay, so while your wings are drying, we'll come back to the body. So little end cap, can be any that you like. This is just a good size one I had for the bead. Then fold it in half, and this is my head on there. Then I'm going to put a red bead through there. These didn't have the biggest hole. I could have done with them being a little bit bigger, but I couldn't have used thicker wire, although to be fair it would have been a bit more cumbersome with thicker wire, but I couldn't have used thicker wire. So that's that. And then this bead can go on, but this bead's going to have quite a good gap in it. And the reason for that is I want the wings, once we've stuck them together, I want them to go down into this gap here. So I can thread away the beads on, but I don't want to fasten them tightly until I've done my wings together. Okay, I'll just leave those for the second, and then we're going to go on to, I've got some wire in case I need to secure the bottom of the wings, but I'm hoping to do it with the red tape, but I can't always, the florist tape, I can't always get it really tight, so we're going to see how that goes. So here are my little wings. So I've got, now I know most dragonflies' wings are actually about the same size, but I like to do the front and the back wings slightly different sizes. But this is a fantasy dragonfly, so it doesn't have to be anatomically correct or anything. Okay, so what I'm going to do is get some tape. Stretch it out. Now these are still a little bit wet, so I'm going to get a little bit tacky, so I'm going to get wet, but never mind. When I see florists do this and they just do it really, I'm like, I can't do that. I just want to make sure it's really tight at the top. add my second wing. Okay, and I'll get some new tape to do that next one. Okay, so that'll be that one, and then we'll see. I'm getting all covered. And I'm trying to do it really tightly at the top. They just twist it and it just goes. Never mind. Okay, so it's, as long as we've got it in the right position. And once I've got it all together, we can tighten it as needed. Okay. Right, and I'll try and squeeze it a bit there. It's not the best wrapping, but it's wrapped. Okay. Okay, like that. I think it should be a little bit more together, but okay. So then we want to fit this down in here. In the gap. Okay. And that, I think we should fit it a bit higher. Does it look better there, or does it look better there? Yeah, I think I like it there. Okay. That's it. Pull it tight. So I am getting messy, look. Just give me a second. I should have given them a little bit more time to dry. And then we'll put the rest of our beads on. Now you can make your dragonfly as long as you want. Now they have quite long bodies, don't they? But I actually think that's quite enough. Oh, he's got a mind of his own. I'll wait till it's all totally dry and then I'm going. Okay, so then we'll have one through one hole. If you can see, it's got tiny little holes. So I'm going to have one through one hole and one through the other, so that I can push that end bead on. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to twist it. Hold it nice and tight and twist that one around that one. There we go. and then I can either use that to attach onto whatever I'm going to attach it to, or I might actually put a little bead on the end of there and snip it off. Okay, so you get the idea. There's our dragonfly. I'll put a little bit, I think perhaps we've got a bit more glitter on the ends. And there she is. Very cute. Nice idea. There's plenty of other things we can do with this fantasy film dip. We'll see what else is possible. I'm going to wait for this to dry a little bit now, and then I'll manipulate some wires and things like that. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you have any ideas or projects that you think would be good in the fantasy film dip, let me know and we'll have a go. Thank you ever so much. Bye bye.